touchy-feely. Am I live? Round one. Oliveira versus Feely. What's up, man? How are you, man? Still reeling from last week. That's what I'm up to. You know what, though? I've been telling myself, I still haven't rewatched the fight. The Topuria fight. I've been telling myself I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to rewatch it. I just don't have... I don't have the energy in me to rewatch it and indulge because I still can't believe it. You know? But I do want to rewatch it. I still can't believe it, Moster. I can't believe that Gaethje won. We have Vinicius Oliveira. He's looking extra thick in this new weight class of him. Beating the shit out of Feely with the leg kicks. Coming up top with the overhands. Another good leg kick from Vinicius. Good jab from Feely, though. You rewatched it 4 times already. I'll rewatch it eventually, too. I know that if I rewatch that second round... I'm going to be like, no, come on, just finish him with the body shots. Don't take him to the ground. Just get him back up. And then keep hitting the liver, and you're going to win. He could have gotten a body shot TKO, man. Fuck. And Islam and Gary got announced, and I'm just thinking, man, this year is the year of 2 things. The year of the underdog and the year of the Peruvians. I don't think we've had any Peruvian fighter lose this year. We had Bolaños win tonight and we had Borjas win tonight. Before that, we had that guy, I forgot his name, but he beat a Spanish dude. I'm pretty sure every Peruvian has won their fight this year, which is crazy because last year they were all losing. Yo, what's up, Jimmy? Did Vinicius get hurt? Please don't tell me Feely wins this fight. Head kick from Feely, but it got blocked. I don't know how you didn't see it coming. Brawlers like him are a pain for Topuria, in my opinion. Emmett had a good fight, too. Dude, Topuria beat Emmett every single round. Like, I did pick Gaethje to beat Paddy. Because I knew Gaethje was good. And I knew Paddy was overrated. And Paddy was a big favorite for that one. So I'm glad I picked Gaethje for that. But, like, I really thought that Ilya had that invincibility factor. Good, too, for Feely. Feely's landing shots. And I knew Gaethje was good at short. Good body kick from Feely. Oh, dude, body kick TKO for Feely. Vinicius is wincing in pain. Head kick from Feely. Go for takedowns. You're Brazilian, you stupid fuck. You have BJJ, don't you? Your name's Oliveira. Go for takedowns. Oh, another body kick from Feely. But what was I saying? Yeah, Gaethje. I knew he was good at short. Oh, good shot from Oliveira. They're swinging. Oh shit. Okay, I got to stop talking about Gaethje right now. This is a good fight for both these guys in the first round. Vinicius Oliveira is so. This guy. He's supposed to be a big prospect, and he's getting tagged by Feely. There's a takedown attempt from Oliveira. Dude, those liver kicks were nasty. Oliveira is supposed to be the next big thing at bantamweight. Good first round for both guys. What was I saying about Gaethje? Gaethje, I knew he was good against short fighters with the uppercuts. But you got to be honest, Moster. Ilya, he lost the fight because he was too confident for his own good. He was undefeated. He was too cocky. He was too arrogant. He thought he was going to run through an old Gaethje. And everyone thought the same thing. And that's why he lost. He was walking Gaethje down without moving his head. Keeping his head on the center line. Bad distance management. Gets hit by Gaethje's jab, which isn't the fastest. And then that was that. He was just very poor from him. I'm scared, though, that Ilya is not going to be the same ever again. I'm scared that it's going to be like Tony Ferguson. Or the next time we see Ilya, like 8 or 10 months from now, he's going to be a completely diminished fighter and he's going to lose. I hope he's still good. Is it weird that I want Conor to win? No, it's not. I kind of want Conor to win, too. We don't know what Max is going to look like at welterweight. Here we go, round 2. Holloway does not have the frame at all to be fighting at 170. But because Conor is so rusty, we don't know what that's going to look like. Dude, Vinicius is swinging like a madman. Good leg kick from Vinicius. I don't like that Vinicius has his hands down. But I guess he has to because of the kicks. Good leg kick from Oliveira. Feely, for some reason, not going to the body kicks anymore. Yeah, dude, Vinicius is so big. How the fuck did this guy make 135 ever? This guy could be a lightweight if he wanted to. Oh, good 1-2 from Oliveira. But Feely eats it. Head kick blocked by Oliveira. This is a good fight so far. 1-2 from Oliveira. Goes to the body, but Feely's still in it. Good leg kick from Oliveira. Good jab from Oliveira. He's breaking Feely down, but Feely doesn't have damage on his face. Combinations from Oliveira. Oh, I think he checked that kick. Feely did. Another body kick from Feely, but it didn't land flush. Dude, that leg from Feely's getting chewed apart by the kicks. Shots to the body from Oliveira. Another leg kick. Those leg kicks are nasty. Oliveira does have decent head movement. I have to admit that. Now, there's a good body kick from Feely. What the fuck was that takedown from Feely? What the fuck? Oliveira just like flips over it. Feely's loading up his shots. Big body shots from Oliveira. Good jab from Feely. There's a little bit of swelling under Oliveira's right eye. I'm going to stop calling him Oliveira. I'm going to just start calling him Vinicius. Because there's too many damn Oliveiras in this sport. There's like 12 different Oliveiras, and they're all Brazilian. That head kick was weak from Fili. Body shots from Vinicius. Elbows from Vinicius, but he's being too sloppy. Fili can still counter. Jabs from Vinicius. This is a great fight. Another calf kick from Vinicius. I'll read what you guys are saying after. Oh my god, that head kick just barely missed from Fili. Shovel uppercut from Vinicius. Another nasty calf kick. How many fucking calf kicks can Fili take, dude? Big shots from Vinicius up against the cage. We might survive until round 3. Oh, that body shot. Head kick from Vinicius, but it's blocked. Another calf kick from Vinicius. 1-2 from Vinicius. Fili's got a fucking chin. I can't believe I'm saying that, but he does. How does Fili have a chin? He's still standing up. Spinning wheel kick misses from Vinicius. Oh my god, Vinicius just breaking Fili down with the kicks downstairs. Uppercut from Vinicius. Body shot. Oh, he's got knee. He's beating the shit out of Fili up against the cage. 10 seconds left. Finish it. Good knee. Elbow. Another one. 3 elbows. Fili goes down. Herb Dean stops the fight. Round 2 TKO for Vinicius Oliveira. Damn. He belongs in this weight class. Damn, holy shit. Whew. Good win for Vinicius Oliveira. Oh, Fili's cut on the back of the head? It could have been from one of those downward elbows. I think it was from one of those elbows. Let me see what you guys are saying. Before I was like, if Ilya and Paddy fight, it's a 70-30 for Ilya, but now I'm legit 50-50 or 40. No, I don't know. I mean, I was being a little sarcastic saying that Paddy's going to beat Ilya. But I still think Ilya destroys Paddy. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I actually am wrong. Remember, Ilya does have a lot of submissions early on in his career, but then he like transitioned into being this crazy boxer. So I think the grappling submission threat from Paddy would be negated in that matchup. And it would just end up being a striking match. And I'm going to favor Ilya in a striking match against Paddy. Even still. We just don't know what Ilya's going to look like after all the damage when he comes back. If he even comes back. He might quit. Remember, he's no longer weight bully. Yeah, Vinicius, I still don't think he makes it far, even at 145. There's a lot of flaws. He keeps his hands down, but, you know, he's a decent scrapper, I guess. I'm scared they're going to give Conor a shot for the belt if he wins. Well, we have Prates waiting. Morales is undefeated. Brady or Bonfim. I don't know, dude. I don't think they're going to give a title shot to Conor if he wins, but they're going to give him favorable money fights, if that makes sense. Don't be surprised if they just give him like aging fighters that are also big names. But would Conor ever move down to 155, or is he just going to stay at 170? That's the question. Because, dude, imagine Prates versus McGregor. I don't want to imagine that. I don't want to imagine McGregor up against anybody in the top 10 at welterweight right now. It's the worst division for a newcomer. It's so stacked. They would probably just do Conor versus lightweights that are moving up. I wouldn't be surprised if they do Conor versus Topuria one day. If Conor wins. You know? Conor versus Topuria would sell. Conor won't even fight. It'll be canceled. Pavlevukovic 138. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you can never count on Conor. It is one of those things where it's like too good to be true. We'll see. I don't know. When's the last time a big fight was canceled like that, though? Islam versus Sarukian. I think Conor will make it. I think it's too no bad signs yet, you know. Vinicius broke his foot? I didn't even see that. I think Conor should fight JDM next. Battle of the Gingers. I don't know how good Conor is still at 2026, Jimmy. Even a healthy, in prime welterweight probably beats Conor. They're just doing the Holloway fight at welterweight because Holloway does not have the frame to be fighting at 170 at all. He does not belong in that weight class. Because Conor's going to be coming in very bloated. You know? He'll probably come in weighing at like 185 pounds. 190 pounds. Oh, we got the new prospect coming in. Murtazali Magomedov. Undefeated prospect, 10-0. From Kyrgyzstan. Had an easy finish in Contender Series. UFC debut for this guy. I got him from round 1 knockout against Melzik the Bum Bagdasarian. It is shocking that the Conor fight, when's that happening? 3 weeks from now? Let me look at the next UFC events, actually. I know we've got UFC Baku next week, right? With Fiziev and Torres. That's actually a decent card. There's a lot of good names on that card. And then we've got a week where there's nothing. And then after that, I think we've got Conor. And July 11th. Yeah, 3 weeks from now. McGregor is coming back. At the T-Mobile Arena. Let me see here. Let me open this shit up. We don't even know what the main event is for the Oklahoma City card, and that's taking place 4 weeks from now. Cannonier and CLD's the co-main. Wait, is that Cub Swanson? On this card? I thought he retired. Or am I a filthy casual that can't... No, oh my god, I'm so bad. Oh my god, I thought that was Cub Swanson. It's fucking Stuart Nickel. Dude, he looks like Cub Swanson, okay? Don't tell me he doesn't. I'm such a fucking casual. I thought that was Cub Swanson. Oh, okay, no. McGregor Holloway 2. Let me see this card. Shara Bullet, Michelle Pereira co-main event. Sadiqov, Camillo. Almabaya versus Long Dong Johnson. Dude, Long Dong Johnson is super active. Aliskerov and Ferreira. That should be a good fight. Magomedov versus Oleksiejczuk should be good. Oleksiejczuk's like on a 3-fight win streak, I think. Nolan. Yakaev's coming back. Big prospect at 205, his third fight in the UFC. Ruziboev versus Pulyaev should be decent. Two very tall strikers. Khan Ofli versus this guy. I forgot this guy. He was on the Contender Series, right? And then, is this his UFC debut or he already had a fight? I can't remember. Donchenko versus I don't know who this dude is. Donchenko ain't all that. He didn't look the best against Alex Morono. It's a good card next week. Hi, Bub. What's up, Stacks Up? I feel like Connor has a good chance at 170 versus Max. I think so, too. What's up, ladies, man? Also, why was this card so early? The fight night cards at the Apex usually start at 5 now. And the Paramount, they used to start at 6 last year, but the Paramount era, they start like an hour earlier. Cruz Swanson. Cub has tats all over. I know. I thought it was like an old picture of Cub. Sandhagen versus Bautista 2. Why is Sandhagen a favorite? Is it because it's a 3-round fight and he's too cautious? I think Mario Bautista's really good. He's improved a lot since that first fight. But I don't know. We'll see. Royval versus Kavanaugh. That's a good flyweight fight. Whitaker versus Krylov. Dude, Whitaker used to fight at welterweight. And now he's going up to 205 fighting Krylov. I remember I saw the odds for this fight on Tapology. I'm pretty sure Whitaker was like a favorite. And a big favorite at that. That's crazy to me. I know Krylov got chinned twice back-to-back, but he came back against Bukauskas. I think Krylov's going to beat Whitaker. Maybe I'm crazy. I think Krylov's just way too big for a guy like Whitaker. But we'll see. Oh my God, dude. Minus 2,000 for Gable Steveson against Elisha Ellison. It hasn't even begun for Elisha Ellison. When's the last time we've seen betting odds this bad? Jacoby Smith versus Nico Price, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was the last time. Garbrandt versus Yanez. Fuck Garbrandt, I'm going Yanez. Riley versus Kai Kamaka. Cortez. Pinas is back, bro. Damian Pinas versus Cesar Almeida. Dude, that's... Cesar Almeida can scrap. Cesar Almeida has power. Look what he did to that knockout against Abdul Razak Al Hassan. That's a scary matchup for Pinas. Gandra versus Zachary Reese. That's tough to pick. Zachary Reese kind of sucks, but Gandra's an Indian variant Brazilian. And then Osborne versus Durden. Who fucking cares about Cody Durden anymore? Who you got? Van versus Pantoja rematch in September. Honestly, ladies, man, I hate to say this, but I think I'm going to go Van for the rematch. And I hope I'm wrong. I want Pantoja to win and to redeem and reclaim what is rightfully his. But Pantoja does have... Pantoja's like, what, 36 years old? 35 years? He's in his mid-30s. Not good for a flyweight. Youth matters a lot in the flyweight division. You know? And we don't know how good Pantoja's going to look after that injury. He's only gotten older. Also, I watched Joe Rogan's podcast with Gaethje. He openly said he won't give Topuria a rematch no matter what because he quit. And he won't be fighting Sarukian neither, which is mind-blowing. I didn't see the Sarukian part. I saw the part about Topuria. Yeah, I don't want Topuria to get an immediate rematch either. So I agree with that, but if you're the undisputed champ, you need to fight the number one contender. And that's Sarukian. And I think that's a winnable fight for Gaethje, honestly. I think, based on the Gaethje that we've seen with the Topuria, I think Gaethje has a lot of winnable fights at 155. Except for Rufy. I still think Rufy can catch him. I think Rufy would do Gaethje bad, worse than Holloway. But Sarukian, I think, is winnable. BSD is winnable. Who else is coming up? Those are like the main three. Sarukian, BSD, Rufy. I think Gaethje can beat BSD the easiest. And Rufy would be tough. Arman is really the Merab of lightweight division? Yeah. But he's just inactive. Merab was super active. Arman. But to be fair to Arman, nobody really wants to fight him. Wellmaker versus some bum was big odds. Some bum? Are you talking about Ethan Ewing, Stapsec? Damien Pinos has insane power. I think he's dumping off Almeida. We'll see, ladies, man. Pinos doesn't have a lot of professional fights. I know he's undefeated, but a lot of his regional fights are like other nobodies from like the Caribbean. So we'll see. Insane card, actually. Even the prelim opener is a banger. Yeah, that's a good card. Pantosha's striking defense is worse than Taira's, so if he can get him down, I'm afraid for what's going to happen. Yeah. Like, I could see Pantosha getting caught by a 1-2 down the pipe. And Van, him being a boxer, surprised me with his survivability in the Taira fight on the ground. But Taira was kind of being low IQ. He couldn't do anything when he was on full mount. You know, like the two guys before Ethan, he was like, oh, fucking Chris Moutinho. That's right. Pinos' grappling is concerningly bad, but you have to see his KOs. That power is loco. I haven't really paid attention to Pinos' grappling. I mean, Wes Schultz was a BJJ nerd. He just didn't have any problem with him. Fight's about to start. Undefeated prospect time. Murtazali Magomedov. From Kyrgyzstan, but he looks like he's from Dagestan. Melzik Milkman Bagdasarian. Bum Schultz, dude. I know Schultz is such a bum. And he won his last fight against that Australian dude. That pissed me the fuck off, dude. He submitted some Australian dude in the third round. I was so fucking mad. Because you know damn well the UFC was going to cut him after that one. But he survived. So we're going to have to see Wesley Schultz again. Here we go. Fight's about to start. Let's see if we get a round one knockout for Magomedov here. UFC debut. Here we go. Round one. Melzik Bagdasarian versus Magomedov. Body kick from Bagdasarian. Magomedov's a good, healthy size for featherweight. Long. He's kind of like Melchizedek Costa's build. Very long for the division. Looks like a lightweight. One-two body shot from Melzik, but Magomedov's got fast hands, comes up top. Single leg attempt for Magomedov. Doesn't get it, but he got the clinch. Now he's got the back. Damn, how shit is Melzik Bagdasarian? He's got the body lock, and he's going for the rear naked choke already. And they're on the ground now. How do you let him get the body triangle that fast? Oh, but Melzik's turning over. Wait, what the fuck? What the actual fuck just happened? What submission was that? What the actual fuck did I just see? Was that a Kimura? I wasn't even paying attention. Like, what the fuck? He tapped out. What submission was that? Holy shit. The fuck was that? Oh shit. Dude, it was one of those types of submissions. I can't remember the last time I saw a submission like that. He was pushing across the neck, twisting his head. That was a twister? I've never seen something like that. That is so nasty. How the fuck do you even think of that at that split second? Oh my god. Some of those like super rare submissions, like the Von Flu choke, Suloev stretch, Boston Crab and like Twister. It's like I feel like we only see those types like once every 5 years. To the point where I forget they even exist. I forget those types of submissions even exist because they're so rare. Was it actually a twister? Does it say the submission? It just says round 1 sub. God damn. Twister. We still have a hole in the next events. They're still to be determined on July 19th. Who do you think? If that's the Oklahoma City card, I have no idea. Maybe, I was thinking they were going to do Usman versus DDP, but I don't know anymore. I think it's too late for that. I heard the twister is one of the most painful. Yeah, apparently. Apparently it's called a Scottish twister. Damn. It was a twister that he's working on in the gym, so he was actually practicing that shit? We don't know if this guy's still good, okay? It was a great submission, don't get me wrong, but like how often can you pull shit like that out of the bag against better and better competition? Let's not get up on the hype train just yet, because every time I get up on a hype train for some of these undefeated prospects, usually they shit the bed next time I see them. So, great UFC debut for this guy. But holy shit. Oh, yeah, dude, that looks painful. It looks like his spine is about to just be snapped in half. We still haven't seen John Pork. You guys know that? I forgot even his real name. Zanushkov? His name begins with a Z. We still haven't seen John Pork, and I think he's like one of the only guys from last year's Contender Series that we still haven't seen. Where the fuck is John Pork? Look pumped for press conference of DDP Usman. It's time to determine the true African king. I don't even know if that fight's happening, man. I'm kind of worried and scared that they'll do Prates versus Morales. Not because that wouldn't be a good fight. It would be good. But I don't want them to waste two very exciting contenders like that. So I was kind of hoping that Usman stayed at 170 and fought either one of those guys, either Morales or Prates. But yeah, I don't know what Usman's doing. He was so inactive, then he fights Buckley, but the Buckley fight happened last July, I'm pretty sure, so it's almost been a year. Or no, it happened... Usman versus Buckley happened in June of last year. Like right before UFC 317, before I created this channel, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. It was like Usman versus Buckley. And then it was Baku, Jamal Hill versus Roundtree. June 14th. Yeah, exactly 1 year ago. Yeah, June 2025. This guy, John Pork. The Roundtree fight night is very nice too. Oh yeah, versus Ankalaev. Let me see that one. I'll probably pick Ankalaev. Wait, what the fuck? It just got announced. It just got fucking announced. That's the main event. What the fuck? It just got announced. DDP versus Usman. 5-round middleweight main event. It literally just got announced 30 seconds ago. Speak of the fucking devil. What the fuck? DDP versus Usman. I can't show the stream completely because then I'll get banned. So it's at... What the fuck? So it is the main event. Who's the real African? Yeah, my African brother. Yeah. Yeah, my African brother. I doubted Usman against Buckley because I thought Usman was too old. But Usman is now 1 year older than the Buckley fight. And this one's happening at middleweight. I don't know who to pick. DDP, I guess. DDP's still good. But what are the takedowns going to look like? That's the main thing. Can you see Kamaru Usman taking down DDP and bullying him on the ground like he did Buckley? Can we really see that and imagine it? Styles make fights. Just because Chimaev can do it doesn't mean that Usman can. Who wins the striking exchanges? DDP, in my opinion. This one's tricky. DDP decision, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm scared. Wait, July 18th. This is the... Okay, so this is 4 weeks away. This is after the Conor McGregor fight. The fuck? Dude didn't practice wrestling for his fight versus Brady after losing to no knees Zeus. I know, dude. Buckley's really low IQ. Really low IQ. He's got that Section 8 IQ. I can't wait for the press conference where DDP will call Kamaru a fake African. He'll call him an Oklahoma Igbo, an Oklahoma Yoruba, or whatever the fuck he is. DDP versus Usman. I've never seen where it shows the ranking for somebody else in a lower weight division. I've never seen that before. DDP definitely going to mention Usman's dad. Didn't he go to jail? Or he was like a pharmacist or something. Or no, was that Izzy's dad? So this means they're probably going to do Prates versus Morales for like #1 contenders fight. If the UFC were brave, they do that as a main event. They have to do that as a main event. But if they were brave, they would do it for an interim title. But I know they're not. They're not going to do Prates versus Morales for an interim title. Sadly. It's just isn't the most active guy. So he's been holding up the division. I want Morales to fight McGregor if he happens to win against Max so we can see his soul. Dude, that's a waste, Moster. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see McGregor just get beat the shit out of in the first round. Morales is a light heavyweight if he wasn't a weight bully. You'll be on vacation on July 18th? Shit, man. And steroid talk against Usman. Yeah, dude, Usman does do steroids. He had the injection holes on his stomach. He had a bunch of acne on his back. Dude, black guys don't really get acne on their back like that. Okay, like if you see a black guy with all that cystic acne, he's on roids. He used to have all those acne scars on his back. Prates said he's not fighting unless he has to. That's good. Prates needs the next title shot. Morales still needs one more. I know Morales is undefeated and he's on a big win streak, but I don't think clobbering Sean Brady is as impressive as beating the former champ JDM and completely dismantling him like that. They can do Morales versus Bonfim, you know? Islam needs his mandatory 10-month layoff after not taking a single strike of damage, so we'll see him next time. I know he do. He took no damage with JDM. And that fight took place in October, November of last year? We're already past the midpoint of this year. You know? That fight's happening in August? It's crazy. Can't wait to see Soy Boy Hooper get his ass beat. He's also on the Usman card. Who's he facing? I'm tired. I don't even give a fuck about Soy Boy Hooper. MM versus MM. What's up, Stickman? I think Chase Hooper should legit quit MMA and get a degree. Dude's just a regular dude who knows jiu-jitsu. Yeah, Soy Boy Hooper just doesn't belong in this sport. It was crazy because he was on a big win streak too. And he was doing good. And I'm like, oh my God, you look at this guy and he just looks so chinny. And then, fights Alexander Hernandez, of course. Of course he was going to get chinned. Bryce should take notes from that guy who did that twister because he used to do them. Bully B. Bilal. Bilal. Who's next for him? Bilal should just fucking retire. Nah, dude. Bilal Let's look at the rankings, actually. Bilal's just going to be fighting like the most hungriest contenders because that's all that's left for him. And no more main events for Bilal, for fuck's sakes. Bilal versus Amosov? Nah. Or maybe they could, I don't know. Bilal versus Oralby, yeah. And Bilal versus Mike Malott. Oh, it doesn't matter who Bilal faces. Like, the fight's gonna be fucking boring as shit. And Mike Malott's ranked. Mikey boy Malotti. I'm Canadian, eh? I know there's some Canadians in chat. Stacks up, you're Canadian. I'm Canadian, eh? Who else? Leal, Carlos Leal. He's on a win streak, right? No, he's not. But he did beat Chidi and Jaquani. Where's some big prospects? Xiaoqian Ko. He got injured, but we haven't seen what happened to him. McAuliffe is decent. Some prospect or something. What was that guy's name? Was he fighting at 170 or 185? Jean Paul Lebosnoyani. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? I forgot what weight division he was in. Oh no, he's right here. He was welterweight. Yeah, this guy. I'm keeping my eye out on this guy. Mikey boy Malott. Malott versus Bilal, yeah. Do Mike versus Bilal. Bilal should just move up to middleweight. No, he'd be too small at middleweight, Moster. Do you want to see him die? Are you part of the IDF, Moster? You want to see Bilal die? Come on, man. He's way too small for middleweight. Mike trains in my city. Same with Jasmine. Is that Winnipeg? Stacks up. He's training out of Winnipeg, Canada, eh? He's keeping his elbows up, eh? Keep those elbows up. Mike Malott. I can't wait to see. I'll be watching Mike Malott just to see him get destroyed like he did against Neil Magny from here on out. That they gave him a main event against Gilbert Burns, of all people. St. Catharines. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Oh, it's near Niagara Falls. Next fight's about to start. Malott is good, but I don't trust that Canadian heart. I don't think Mike Malott's good at all. I think Neil Magny's a really good bellwether. And if you can't pass through Neil Magny, then I just don't think you're going to make it ever. You beat Charles Radke, great. You beat a senior citizen in Gilbert Burns, great. But now you're in the rankings, and there's no more easy fights at 170. Can you imagine Mike Malott versus Prates? Oh, God. I don't even want to imagine that. Honestly, they should do Mike Malott versus JDM. I think that would be decent-ish because JDM's on a 2-fight losing streak, and that's a winnable fight for him. JDM versus Mike Malott. Do it. Here we go. Next fight's about to start. Kind of a shitter fight, if I'm being honest. Hyder Mill versus C-Rod. By the way, congrats on the 10 spectators and almost 800 subs. Your channel's growing very well. It's growing slowly, Moster, but it's all right. Here we go, round one. The channel will grow, but not crazy growth. You know, we're just taking small little baby steps. Blockhead a mill. Single leg attempt from C-Rod. But yeah, we had like 11 viewers. That's crazy. In this card of all cards. We've been hitting double-digit viewers a little more often now. Oh my God, C-Rod's footwork. Oh, dude, he just rocked Hyder Mill with the 2. Body kick from C-Rod. No mames, güey. No me gustan los filipinos. Body. Oh, dude. That 2 is landing for C-Rod. Head kick from C-Rod. I'm not gonna lose to a motherfucking Filipino, S.A. Ain't no way I'm gonna lose to a fucking Filipino. Dude, Hyder Mill just leaves his chin out in the open. Bro, the defense from both of these guys is terrible. Head kick, another head kick from Rodriguez. Hyder Mill's already bleeding somewhere. He catches the kick. Tries to go for a double. He loses it. They separate. Terrible striking from Hyder Mill. Good entry for C-Rod. Gets the back. That was a really good time takedown. Give Amosov JDM? I don't know what they're going to do with Amosov. I feel like a lot of people are scared of Amosov from here on out, especially after that last performance. There's Bum Zahabi. Fuck the UFC for not making Corey versus O'Malley on the White House. I know, dude. They should have done that fight. I have no idea why they... Oh, God. Why the fuck they'd put Zahabi on the White House. I'm dying here. Oh, God. JDM versus Bonfim, Morales versus Amosov, Bilal versus Malat, Brady versus Gary after he loses. Oh, head kick KO from C-Rod. Big ground and pound shots. He's going for a guillotine. Oh my God, he's got it locked in. Tap out already. You Filipino bum. You Filipino bum. Tap out. You're not Manny Pacquiao. He's out. He's out. He's asleep. Oh my God, that's so fucking nasty. Holy shit. Filipinos can't fight. This is what I'm talking about, man. Oh my God, that was so disgusting. That was so disgusting. Holy shit. That was nasty. Head kick KO. Dude, Beltran. So I'm telling you, these Filipinos. And if you're Filipino, I'm sorry. But like, the only guy that you have is Manny Pacquiao. And that's boxing. Manny Pacquiao is like a 1 in 1 billion. Oh my God, that head kick. That's a beautiful head kick, dude. You can't get a better head kick than that. That's what I'm saying. Hyder Mill. Terrible defense. Terrible fucking defense. If you're going to pick between a Filipino and a Mexican, I'm picking the Mexican. And I did the same thing in my first ever video on this channel. I picked Jose Delgado to beat Hyder Mill at UFC 317. Dude, to tap out. Why the fuck is he not tapping out? No mames, güey. Vamos, ese. Pinche de la chingada. Nunca me voy a perder de un filipino. Puta de tu madre. 3-fight losing streak for Hyder Mill. Get him the fuck out. Or no, put him up against some other Mexican. Put him up against maybe a third Mexican's the charm. Third Mexican, you'll beat the third one. Surely. I'd love to see Amosov destroy MVP with his grappling. They would never do that. And I don't want to see MVP fight ever again. I never want to see MVP fight in the UFC ever again. There's only room for one West Asian fighter. Are Japanese the best Asians in the UFC? Yeah, actually. Best East Asians. I mean, we've never seen a... Have we ever... Other than like Zhang Weili. Like Zhang Weili. But that she's a woman. If we're talking about like men's... We've never seen a men's Chinese fighter reach super high up and get like a title shot, have we? Song Yadong is the closest, but he's never gotten a title shot. So yeah, it's Japanese. I'm telling you, they should fire 90% of the UFC refs. Nah, dude, we want to see some violence. We want to see some violence. That's Hyder Mill's fault. He should have tapped out. Oh yeah, but Van's Burmese. Bro, that head kick. No mame, wey. Dude, that guillotine was nasty. I was on the Tatsuro Taira hype train. Me too. But you have to understand, Joshua Van, even though he's Asian, he was raised in Houston. He was raised in the African American culture. And he's got melanin points too. So that's why he was able to beat Taira. And he's got that accent too. That's why Taira lost. No disrespect, Max. You're not gonna lay a glove on me. Dude, we have 2 rapists at UFC 329. We've got McGregor and Grapple Stevenson, the rapist card. I was on the... Oh, yeah, we said melanin point? Yeah, dude, melanin points is a real thing against East Asians, at least. Like Elijah Smith. Elijah Smith is a perfect, clear example of melanin points. Keep all the Asians away from Elijah Smith. You know, send Elijah Smith to defend Taiwan from the incoming invasion. And like Xi Jinping will be there like, oh, fuck that, dude. There's no way I'm invading Taiwan now. They've got fucking Elijah Smith in the Taiwan Defense Forces there. There ain't no fucking way I'm going to invade now. Oh shit, co-main event. Kutalaba versus Sterling. And even if you a glove on me, you're gonna do nothing. You're gonna do nothing. Y'all do fucking nothing. It's weird, right? Because like I shouldn't be hyped up for McGregor versus Holloway, but I am. Like when I think about the stylistic matchup, I don't really think of a very intense, exciting fight because we might just see McGregor being super rusty, being so slow and sluggish and immobile with all of the damage that he's taken with the injuries and stuff. I know it's been a while, but dude, the guy does all these types of drugs. He's a big alcoholic. I mean, his body is just not in the same shape anymore, is it? Whereas Holloway, he's been fighting, he's been active, he's healthy. He got bullied by Oliveira, but it's not like he took any real damage, you know? You have to pick Holloway, even at welterweight. You have to, right? Or is there going to be a Cowboy Cerrone situation in which everybody's doubting Conor, and then he comes out in round one, shoulder strike, head kick. Oh my God, Max Holloway goes down. Ground and pound TKO for McGregor. There's no fucking way that happens. But crazy shit has happened this year, so don't take my word for it. Low-key feel Kutalaba could expose Sterling. I do think so too, in a way, Stacksep. I am scared, but Sterling, he's a little bit of a pussy fighter in that he doesn't take risks. He's very laid back. And I'm going to pick somebody who's a little more calculated than a raging berserker like Kutalaba. Kutalaba is good against other berserkers, like Ibo Aslan. Can you do Habib's impressions? Dude, I'm bad at impressions. I don't even know how to do that impression in particular. I can do a Marab impression. Hey, brother, you motherfucker, I want the title shot against Piotr Jan again. Is that good? I don't know. Is that a decent impression? I don't know. Sterling's legit 6'4". Did you see the face-off? Sterling's really fucking big for 205. And he's in great shape. I'm going to fuck your mother and I'm going to get the title shot again from Piotr Jan. Eh? The best Patty impression? I just know how to say lad. That's the Patty impression. Yo, little sausage. No, dude. I don't know how to do the Patty. Just the lad. Max should target Connor's bad leg. I just think Max is going to piece him up on the feet. I don't think we're going to get a knockout. Unless McGregor's just that slow at this point. Have you guys been watching the World Cup? Or do you guys not watch soccer? I've been keeping up with it. I don't want to doubt Kutalaba. Kutalaba's tricky, and he's only 32. And everybody was doubting him with the Umar Sy fight. Moldova. This is his 5th fight in the UFC, right? Yeah, for Sterling. All I want left from MMA in 2026 is Tom Aspinall knocking out cold Cyril Gahn, twitching on the canvas in September. Dude, I want Cyril Gahn to have brutal, horrible seizures. I want him to convulse worse than Bryce Mitchell versus Josh Emmett. In Paris, in front of all of his countrymen. Dude, those French people, they are so nationalistic. Like, French fight fans are some of the most insufferable people. I remember watching Moicano versus BSD. I'm pretty sure that was before I created this channel. It had to have been because I don't remember streaming that. But I remember watching that. And I was so happy because I zoomed in at the audience and everybody was so upset and you could just hear the boos when the referee stopped the fight. Or no, it was the doctor that stopped it. It was so great. I want that, but worse. We need to see Cyril Gahn die. But I'm scared for Tom. I am scared for Tom. Cyril Gahn's jab has improved 100 times. His jab is something else. If Cyril Gahn had that jab that he had in Francis Ngannou, I think he would have beaten Francis. You know? That jab at that size, at that weight, it's really fast. Holy fuck, Sterling has a crazy frame. I know, dude. He's in great physical shape. He needs to drain his ear, though. He's legit like 6'4". I wouldn't be surprised if he's 6'5". He made Kutalaba look small in the face-off. Cyril Gahn turned Pereira into an extrovert. Did you see how much did he complain about the ref and the footage? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it is what it is. There was like 3 elbows that landed in the back of the head. I don't know what to say to that. Like, the jab legitimately landed. And like the first 3 follow-up shots after the jab knocked Pereira down, they were legit from Gahn. Like, he was landing these hooks while Pereira was grabbing the single leg, and they were landing right on Pereira's face. And you could see he was hurt badly from it. And then when he got the single leg, that's when he started elbowing. Pereira lost. I still think even if those elbows didn't land in the back of the head, and, you know, Gahn, for whatever reason, decided to let Pereira up, I still think Pereira was going to get knocked out that night. Remember, the first round, Gahn won the first round. He was piecing Pereira up with the 1-2s. And he was landing good shots that was rocking Pereira's head back. So I don't know. And Pereira's left hook was missing. Gahn was ducking the left hook. So I still think Gahn was winning that fight no matter what, even if those elbows didn't land in the back of the head. And I hate to say that because I hate Gahn. But truth is truth. I have to respect Kutalaba for fighting at 205 because this guy, if he wanted to, I think he has the frame to be fighting at 185. He's only 6'1". Tom Aspinall's the only one who can get it done. He's the last hope. If Tom Aspinall cannot punish him, nobody can. I think Pavlovich has a chance against Gahn. We haven't seen that matchup. Remember, Pavlovich has an 84-inch arm reach. So if there's anybody that can match Cyril Gahn with his jab and his reach, it's Pavlovich. And I'd love to see that fight if Gahn wasn't a filthy cheater. Gahn is actually such an athletic freak. Dude could probably play pro football. Yeah, he is. He's insane. Like, if Gahn was born in America, he would be a football player. But he was born in He was born in a small island in the Caribbean called Guadeloupe. And then I guess he moved to France. And too big and bulky to be a soccer player, so he became a fighter. Oh, dude, they've got a face-off. Okay, we got to get ready for this. This is a big fight at 205. Sink or swim moment for Navajo Sterling. Can he beat Cutelaba? Here we go. I'm going to stop reading chat. Big fight. Is he going to sink or swim with Cutelaba? If Sterling wins this one, he'll be in the rankings. And I'm not going to say he'll be the real deal, but those arguments will be there. Here we go, round one. Iwan Cutelaba versus Navajo Sterling. Some kicks from Sterling. Big, dude, those big swinging hooks from Cutelaba already. They always miss, but he goes to the clinch. Lands a small little knee. Those big hooks from Cutelaba, man. He's trying to trip Sterling, but Sterling reverses it. Guillotine. Do not get put in a guillotine. Do not get put in a guillotine by Cutelaba. He's looking for another. Imagine if he gets 2 guillotines in a row. Dude, it's getting tight. What are you doing? Stop going for a takedown. The guillotine is in. Oh my God. Dude, it's tight. Okay, not super tight, but it's in there. Oh my God, he pulls it down. And he's going to go full mount. He's going to get the guillotine. Oh, he's trying to go full mount, but he's losing it. He lost it. Oh my fucking God, he survives. What the fuck? Stop taking this guy down. Get rid of the wrestling. He gets back up. He throws a knee. How the fuck did he survive that? He trips Sterling down again. And now he's on top. Cutelaba with the grappling. What the fuck? He sprawls good. And now he's going to get the back. But Sterling gets back up. Sterling probably wasted a lot of energy surviving that. Okay, they separate. Head kick misses from Cutelaba. 1-2 misses from Cutelaba. Here we go. Do not go for takedowns, you idiot. Keep this fight on the feet. You gotta knock Cutelaba out. Dude, that's crazy. He survived that guillotine. 1-2 for Sterling. Cutelaba swings back, but he misses. This is the berserker. Cutelaba just moving forward. You need to punish that. Big knee. Misses. Oh, Cutelaba might be hurt. Or maybe he's faking it. Maybe he's faking it. He's being a possum. They're in the clinch. Sterling's very one-dimensional. He'll be exposed sooner or later. I know. But Cutelaba's not like a super elite guy himself. How the fuck did he survive that? That shit looked tight. Separate from the clinch. Another trip from... Oh my God, he gets it. Trip Sterling down. Little pity pad punch, ground and pound shots. You don't want to... Dude, Cutelaba's practicing his grappling a lot. He's trying to go for another guillotine. Okay, they separate. Separate. Cheeky elbow, spinning back fist misses. Sterling breathing hard from his mouth. Good body shot from Sterling. Maybe Kutalaba's still faking it there, but not good body language. Good knee from Sterling. Leg kick from Kutalaba. Another big liver shot from Sterling. All these big hooks from Kutalaba miss, as always. And they're in the clinch again. Why is he trying to wrestle him? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know why he's faking being hurt, Stickman. I don't get it. I think that's his whole shtick, you know? He wants to fake being hurt so that you run into one of his big giant overhands or something. Round 1's done. He survives. He survives the guillotine. I don't know who won that round. I would say Sterling because he survived. But I don't know. Based on Kutalaba's body language, you got to give that to Sterling, right? He was landing good body shots. Sterling's supposed to finish him early. I think he could finish him in the second. Here we go, though. Round 2. Come on, Sterling. 1-2 down the pipe. He ducks down, punish him with the knees. Little oblique kicks from Kutalaba. Inside leg kick from Kutalaba. Oh, dude. He checked that one. Those overhand. Has Kutalaba ever landed an overhand in his life? I don't think he ever has. Keep range, Sterling. Keep range. He landed on you there. Good elbow from Sterling. Takedown, single leg attempt from Kutalaba. Spinning elbow from Kutalaba, but Sterling don't give a fuck. Sterling's kind of a blockhead. Good head kick from... Oh, good 2 lands from Sterling. Sterling does have a chin. Another good elbow from Sterling. Now he's got the back. I don't know why he's going for his own takedowns, though. He gets it, though. He takes Kutalaba down. But Kutalaba gets back up on his feet. Say what you want about Sterling. Oh, Kimura attempt from Kutalaba. Oh my God, the Kimura. No, he doesn't have it. Oh. He can go for an armbar. No, he loses it. Back of the headshots. He's beating Sterling now. This is why you don't grapple with this guy. But he gets back up. This is a good fight so far. But Sterling needs to stop grappling. Good takedown from Kutalaba. Mini suplex there. Sterling gets back. Sterling is very good at getting back up. You got to admit that. He gets back up, they separate, they reset, back to striking. Good knee from Sterling and then pushes Kutalaba. 2 from Sterling. Another knee to the body from Sterling. And then he trips Sterling. And then he just gets back up. Kutalaba, he's turtling up. He's giving up. The body shots. He just gave up. Sterling's beating the shit out of him with ground and pound. The referee's going to stop the fight. It's over. He just gave up. He just gave up. The body shots, dude. The knees to the body broke him and he just gave up. Holy shit. He quit because of the body shots. It was the knees to the body. He didn't want to get back up. He tired himself out. Bro, he just turtled him. Unpredictable sport, you know? But that's why Sterling was a favorite. He shouldn't be that cocky. He could have lost. Well, he's still undefeated. But is he 10-0 now? He's good at getting back up on his feet, and he has a chin. But does he make it that far in the division? That's the question. I don't think so. I think he can make it in the top 10 for sure. Especially now because so many light heavyweights are moving up to heavyweight. Yeah, he'll make it in the rankings. He'll make it in the top 10. He might have success here and there. But imagine him versus a guy like Ankalaev, you know? I think Ankalaev pieces him up bad. But good win for Navajo Sterling. Green name. But that was scary in the first, the guillotine. What the fuck? Yeah, he just gave up. Bro, Stickman, you talk way too much shit too soon. You're saying Navajo Sterling getting fraud checked. Navajo doesn't beat Zhang Mingyang. What are you smoking? The fuck are you smoking, Stickman? Did you not watch Zhang Mingyang get ass raped by Alonzo Menefield? Come on. Bro just covered up. Yeah, that's what happens when you get knee to the liver. He ate like 8 knees to the liver. There should be an option for fighters to say they quit. Why is he just taking punches? I don't know. I think he was looking up at the ref. He might have broke his ribs. That's probably what it was. I don't have faith in Sterling. He doesn't have the power of a light heavyweight. He's got the durability, though. He's got good durability. And that's 2 finishes back-to-back. You know, before he was a decision merchant, but now 2 finishes back-to-back. He's young. He's improving. He's getting better. I'm not saying he's going to be the next big thing, but we only have 3 guys at light heavyweight that we have to look forward to in the future of the division. It's Sterling, Iwo Baranevsky, and fucking Abdul Rahman Yakayev. Maybe this year's Contender Series will give us a new set of fresh 205 prospects, but 205 is kind of dead right now, man. It's a dead division for like the next year and a half. He wants to fight in October. He doesn't care who. Everyone beats Zhang Mingyang, bro. I know. Yeah, Mingyang's a fraud. And Zhang Mingyang's got a blockhead for fucking nothing. How do you lose to Alonzo Menefield in your home country? You know, what a disgrace. And you know, Zhang Mingyang lost to that Ukrainian fraud guy. I think his name was Mazarov. Something Azarov. Some fraud Ukrainian guy that frauded his way into the UFC. Zhang Mingyang lost to that dude. And I was the dumbass that picked him. Never again. Navajo's pillow fist, he's not doing shit. I mean, two knockouts back to back. You never know. The way Australians talk pisses me off so much. Almost as much as British people. He's Kiwi, though. He's not Australian. He's Kiwi. But I know what you mean. Same thing, you know, tomato, tomato. It's like, what's the difference between a German and an Austrian? There's nothing. Australians and Kiwis are the same, so I get it. There's no hole in his game for you to be calling him a fraud, Stickman. I know, right? Stickman's just... He likes to call everybody a fraud. Except for Ethan Ewing. Stickman's Ethan Ewing's biggest dick rider. He called out Zhang Minifield. It's not a real fault judgment. I liked him until I watched him fight. Dude, there's no reason to hate on Sterling just yet. He gave us 2 back-to-back finishes. If he was like Movsar Evloev, where it was just pure decision every single time, then I can understand. But he beats Bruno Lopez, which, you know, anybody can beat Bruno Lopez. And then Kutalaba, that's his best win of his career so far. We'll see what happens to him next. He does look weird, but there's no reason to be a hater for Sterling just yet. He's a decent guy at 205. That's what I'll say about him. I hate Movsar on another level. Then you're going to love seeing Volkanovski piece him up on the feet. And they need to announce that fight sooner rather than later. That fight needs to happen this year. Movsar's entertaining decisions, Navajo's boring finishes. Now you're just trolling. Now you're just trolling. You're just trolling. The Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling fight was good. I'll give you that. That was a very entertaining back and forth grappling fight. But before that, I don't remember the Arnold Allen fight, but I think a lot of people said Arnold Allen won that fight. And Evloev was just sniffing his crotch the whole time. Though there was something controversial that happened in that fight where I can't remember who it was, but they were like elbowing, or they landed a knee when someone was down or something. Bro, I can't name one boring Evloev fight because the only Evloev fights that I remember were recently. I remember the Sterling one. I remember the Lerone Murphy one. Lerone Murphy, I'm not going to say it was boring because it was 5 rounds and, you know, Evloev for once in his life showed striking. I kind of remember the Arnold Allen one. I briefly remember the Diego Lopez fight, but that was Diego Lopez's UFC debut, wasn't it? Before then, who the fuck did Evloev fight? He fought some black guy, didn't he? And then he got rocked. Some black Brazilian guy. The fuck was his name? Bro, I'm sorry, but if you don't have any finishes at all, how can you not be boring? He deserves the next title shot. That's all I'm going to say. Like, he deserves it. But how are you not boring? It was Hakeem Dawood, wasn't it? Was that the guy that rocked him? Bro, he's boring. He's boring. I'm sorry. And I hope to fuck Volk finishes him. The Dan Ige fight was boring. Are you going to argue that, Stickman? Are you going to look at me and type in chat and say that the fight that Evloev had with Dan Ige was a great, highly entertaining decision win? Are you really going to say that? If you say that, you're just a troll. If you say that, you're just trolling. But okay, we like what we like, Stickman. If you're a fan of Evloev, you can be a fan of whoever you want. It is what it is. We all like what we like, It's time for the main event. We're about to be proven that blacks beat East Asians quite comfortably. We're about to witness a true display of Yakubian melanin points right here. Kyoji Horiguchi, he's great, don't get me wrong. But he stands no chance against the inheritor of the tribe of Shabazz himself, Manel Yakub Kape. Here he comes walking out with his Japanese flag. I'm a fan of the truth that decision doesn't equal boring. Okay, decision doesn't equal boring, but it's like Evloev is boring. Does that make sense? There's plenty of entertaining fights that go to decision. But Evloev himself is boring because he's had like 10, 11 fights in the UFC. And there hasn't been one finish once. Not a knockout, not a submission, nothing. That's boring. As a fighter himself, he's had entertaining fights. But as a fighter himself is boring. I've said time and time again, Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling was up there with Arman versus Sarukian in terms of the... Not Arman. Did I just say Arman versus Sarukian? I meant Sarukian versus Gamrot. Sarukian versus Gamrot was a great grappling match. Evloev versus Sterling was a great grappling match. Great fight. But yeah, he's boring. And that's that. We got a main event. Fuck you mean blacks beat East Asians? Dude, blacks beat East Asians. Of course they do. Blacks beat... There's always going to be an exception to the rule. But, yeah, black... Like, if I'm going to pick between a black guy and an Asian guy in an MMA fight, or even... Or, dude, don't even think about boxing. Because there's no way an Asian is going to beat a black guy in boxing. But in MMA, I'm still picking a brother. I'm betting on black. I hope I'm wrong and Horiguchi wins. We'll see. Both guys are very fast. I just hope that Cap doesn't showboat. Naiwa Inoue, East Asian. He only fights other Asians, though. Doesn't he? Stephen Fulton's whitewashed. Don't even bring him up. Stephen Fulton's not a real brother. He's whitewashed. He's got a fucked up haircut. Don't even bring up Stephen Fulton. Because I know you are. And don't bring up Zhilei Zhang either. Zhilei Zhang gets body shot KO'd by fucking Ajit Kabayel. Here's Manel Cap. Fuck Morello. Fuck Adesanya. Dude, look at his giant cup. Lightweight Cap. Inoue's 95 pounds. It's not a real fight. I know. Like, he's bringing up Inoue. Dude, who does Inoue fight? Other East Asians. He fights Filipinos. It's like, oh, he's this great thing. Yeah, he fights like 105 pounds. I think his last fight was against another Japanese guy too, wasn't it? But whatever, it's okay. It's okay. Protest is a comically large cup, I always noticed. Big flyweight fight. Whoever wins this one is getting the next title shot after Pantoja. If Cap wins this, he needs to just wait it out. Wait out for his next title shot. Cap has the youth advantage. He's got the reach advantage. And he's got the ethnicity advantage. You about to learn, Stickman. You about to learn. Just like the protest fight with JDM. You about to learn, boy. I'm a motherfucking star boy. Ha 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 ha. And look what you've done. Do 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 do. Oh my god, I can't even tie his shoes. Bro, chill. He's got T-Rex arms, bro. He's like Jesus Aguilar. He's got little T-Rex arms. Cap got the trim. Oh, you picked Cap? Okay, I didn't see that. All right, then you with me, brother. You with me. Let's go. Fight's gonna begin. Let's go, Cap. No showboating. No dancing. For fuck's sakes, do not dance. Get the underhooks. Time the knees. Do not let this guy get your back. And you win. Gucci Mane makes Van look like Volkov. I was mentioning in my predictions video that if there was a men's strawweight division, Horiguchi could easily belong in it. He's shorter, right? He's shorter than Cap. But his body type, he doesn't look like he's got the same type of muscle mass that Cap does. Cap's chest, he's got giant tits. Like, we know that. But Cap has to cut weight, whereas Horiguchi, I don't think, cuts a lot of weight. And I don't know, I think Cap is just going to be bigger and more powerful. What's up, Humaregs? I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I love you, Stick Man. I'm not trying to bully you. You've got good takes sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, like a 2 or 3 inch height advantage there. There's no way that Cap is only 5'5". He's probably like 5'7". And Horiguchi's like 5'3". Here we go. Fight's about to start. For all the new people in chat, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Here we go, round 1. 5-round fight. Big flyweight main event. Let's go, Cap. Knock this fucking war criminal out. Leg kick from Horiguchi. Yeah, dude, Horiguchi looks small in there. How can you tell me he doesn't? Good body kick from Horiguchi. That was a good body kick. Cap with his own leg kick. Inside leg kick from Cap. Horiguchi, him being smaller means he's got to be faster, right? Dude, he's so tiny. And I think Horiguchi used to fight some fights at bantamweight too. In Ryzen, right? How the fuck? He beat Sergio Pettis at bantamweight. How the fuck did he do that? This guy's like... He looks like 5'2". He's probably the shortest man in the whole UFC roster. Or maybe Jesus Aguilar has him beat. But he's really small. Another body kick from Horiguchi. Cap tries to catch it, but the Gooch is very fast. Big striking exchanges from both guys. They trade. But Cap lands his own shots. He tagged Gucci there. But Gucci's still okay. I don't know how to unblock people, Hoomeregs. You just, I guess, click on their name. Or click at the top and see if you've blocked anybody. A lot of feints from Gooch. Cap lands his own body kick. This might go to decision. Another body kick from Cap, but it got deflected. Cap trying to chase him down, but he's not going to land anything. Gucci is... He's a little weasel, man. Good inside leg kick from Gooch. Oh, he tried to time the takedown. Good defense from Cap. So he is looking for takedowns in this one. He did look into that Muhammad Mukayev fight. Did his research. That's what you can say about East Asians. They do have high IQ. They just don't have the physicality and the genetics compared to blacks. Good body kick from Gooch. The body kicks are landing. But I mean, those tiny ass legs, they can't really hurt that bad, can they? Cap just looks so big, man. East Asians dominate powerlifting? No, they don't. Western Europeans dominate powerlifting. Takedown, but nothing's going to happen. There's only 5 seconds left. I know some East Asians dominate in lifting, but it's usually Western Europeans. More durable than Roy Val? Well, because tall flyweights have to be chinny. You have to be chinny if you're a tall flyweight, like Roy Val or Long Dong Johnson. They dominate in fucking table tennis. I'll give you that. But when it comes to combat sports, come on, man. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Here we go. Round 2. 10-9 Horiguchi. I don't know. It was a close round. I'd say, yeah, probably give it to Gucci. But not much happened, if we're being honest. It could be split on the judges, and don't be surprised if it is. Teep to the body from Gooch. Man, he's fast. Oh my god. A lot of feints. Cap slips there. I don't know what he was doing. Good leg kick from Cap. Staggers Gucci there a little bit. A lot of hand fighting here. Oh, dude, good check hook. Wobbled Cap. Wobbled Cap a little bit. You know, some of these guys can shoot a jab. Takedown from Horiguchi. Fuck. Does Cap not know what a jab is? Are you guys ahead of me? I'm at 318. You guys are probably ahead of me. But Horiguchi's on top on side position. But that's the thing, though. Cap is fast. But yeah, Gucci's winning the fight so far. Not much is happening. No ground and pound shots from Gucci. Nothing really. But he's gonna win the round. Some short little elbows from Kape on bottom, but I doubt they're doing any damage. I'm at 1 minute right now. So my timer isn't right. Good elbow from Horiguchi. Now he's trapping the arm. Little pity pad punches on the head. Oh, those were good shots. Yeah, Gucci won round 2. Kape low-key landing more from bottom, but it doesn't matter because Gooch swarmed him. Yeah, Gooch won that one. 3 rounds left though. It's gonna be a Gucci decision if it goes like this. Kape needs to knock him out. Kape still has power. There we go. Round 3. Let's see a head kick KO from Kape. Come on. Knee down the middle. Kill this fucking Japanese gnome. Here we go. Round 3. Knee down the middle of this fucking Japanese gnome right now. Oh no, Horiguchi landed his own knee. Panic takedowns. They're swinging. Do not let him get that takedown. Head kick from Gucci and then a jab lands. This is the fight we need. Keep it on the feet. Gucci landing good shots. Good 1-2 from Gucci. And another one lands. He's too fucking fast. He's too fucking fast. And now Kape's up against the cage. Too scared. Flying knee his ass when he comes in. You know he's going to shoot. Just throw a flying knee, man. Get this fucking goblin off of you. Jabs, motherfucker. Do you know what a jab is? Big swing and a miss from Kape. Big swings from both guys, but both guys missed their hooks. Leg kick misses from Gooch. Good fight so far in this third round. Oh, dude. Leg kick probably hurt Cap. I think Gucci checked the kick. His leg's probably fucked. I think Cap's leg is fucked. Check hook from Horiguchi. Inside leg kick from Cap, though, with his other leg. He might have hurt his leg. Big swing and a miss. Ooh, Gucci got wobbled. Gucci got wobbled. Big shots from Cap. Cap just caught him with a check hook. He's down. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God, he just knocked him out. The ref stops the fight. Oh my God. He caught him with the check hook and wobbled him bad. And knocked him out with the ground and pound from underneath. Oh shit. I think the ref could have let it go just like a second or two longer. But goddamn. I told you, man, Cap has power. He's like a little flyweight Ngannou. I know that's kind of a weird analogy to make, but it's true. He's like a flyweight Ngannou. Finish off Gooch. Was it the check hook? Oh no, it was the counter hook. Caught him on the chin. Bing! Wobbled him. Oh no, that is sad though. That is sad. Seeing East Asians getting knocked out is kind of sad because it shows that, you know, you can have IQ, you can have technique, and it just doesn't matter when it comes to what Joe Rogan would say, the primal power of the melanin points. Or Joe Rogan wouldn't say that, but the melanin point shit is real. What am I talking about? What have I been saying? Melanin points is a real thing. Blacks beat East Asians. Blacks beat East Asians 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10 they do. Cap beats Joshua Van. Cap beats Joshua Van. He catches Joshua Van on the chin. See you, Jimmy. Thanks for tuning in. Ref stopped too soon, but I don't think he could have recovered or saved anyway. Yeah, I think he was going to be out regardless. But that is sad for Horiguchi. He is the better fighter when it comes to technique. Cap is the easiest matchup for Van. Are you joking? What makes you say that? Bro, Cap is only getting better. That's the thing. He's only getting better. I know the Asu Almabayev fight, he was cheating. He had the eye pokes. But he was still beating Asu Almabayev despite, you know, the cheating stuff. And Asu Almabayev is probably really good. We just don't know it yet. We'll see how he does against Johnson. But Manel Cap, man. Foca Desanya. Have a good one, Moster. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream in a few minutes. I'll give Cap his green name. Not the worst on picks tonight. Decent picks. And the picks I got wrong were some close split decisions. Fuck Marcos for not making weight. For all the new people, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Great win for Manel Cap. Yeah, he is the flyweight Ngannou. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm going to end the stream. Unless there's anything else. Let me see. Yeah, great win from Kape. We've got Fiziev versus Torres next week. I'll be doing that one, of course. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Catch you next time. Peace out.